A year and a half ago I bought my first electric car. I didn't expect this, but it became the main one for me. My conventional car became unnecessary, it spent 6 months in the parking lot. And then I sold it because I didn't need it anymore. Its place was taken by Tesla. The question of how and where to charge existed only for the first day. I installed the sockets at home and at work, and I also quite actively use public charging stations in Moscow, the Moscow region and some other places in Russia. Full charging of the car can take a different time, depending on the way and place of charging. I mean, on the charging source. If you're charging from an ordinary 220-volt socket, then charging will take more than a day, about 30 hours. A conventional 3-phase 16-amp outlet reduces the charging time by a factor of 3, and full charging will take 8 hours. If you're using a slow 22 kilowatts charging station, then charging will take 4 hours. Fast charging stations with CHAdeMO protocol will charge the car in 2 hours, and a supercharger will need 40-60 minutes. Here are your options. In the winter, there are no problems with Tesla at all. There's just only one thing. The range is reduced because of the heating. Warming the car up in the morning is not necessary. You just get into the car and, if necessary, turn on the heating of the seats and of the steering wheel. That's all. You're ready to go. In Tesla there is no start button. You just get into the car with a key, press drive, and you can drive. Here comes the autopilot. The car sees everything. Currently, Mosobolenergo company is working on the creation of its own application, where all the charging stations will be marked. Previously there were access cards, but now the company is developing its application so that we could use the application. But at the moment the most relevant, convenient and simple application is PlugShare. It can be used on travel or anywhere. This application shows the largest number of charging stations to date, with some small details. For example, you can check in, showing other drivers that you're currently occupying this charging station, or write some comments. Very convenient service. Let's pay attention that now we're driving on the autopilot. The car monitors the situation very well. I'm looking at the dashboard and understand that Tesla can see 4, 5, 6 cars in front and at the sides. The car monitors the situation with sonars and cameras. I don't hold the steering wheel. I don't press the pedals. Tesla reacts to the situation itself pretty quickly and smoothly. Just like a normal driver would do, including me. Here Tesla gave way to the car that changed the lane and drove on itself. Software is updated about once every 2 months, but sometimes more or less often. Update happens when the car is online or even offline. For example, the car was in the underground parking lot. You can see a notification that an update has been released, and you also see a description of what will be in this update, what it is for and what it will change. While the update is in progress, the car should be parked without moving. You cannot drive Tesla while soft is updating. If there are any breakdowns or software errors, then before you trip to the service station, Tesla technical support conducts preliminary diagnostics to know in advance what needs to be done to repair the car. If there were any problems, then all of them are registered, and this simplifies their work. There's Tesla application, with which you can control the car with your smartphone. From anywhere in the world where there is internet, I can control some functions of the auto. For example, I can turn on heating or cooling, and I can give access to the car to another person even without a key. If I want to give access, then any other person can approach to the car, and after I open the door, they can get inside and drive. The app shows all the parameters of the car, how much charge remains, progress of charging, the location of the car, and whether the windows, doors or trunk are open. If you ever passed some area where you lifted the suspension because there was a bad quality of the road, the car remembers it. The next time you drive to this place, the car will lift the suspension to the position that you previously chose. Tesla team improves the autopilot based on this data. They collect information on the traffic, on the quality of the roads and so on, and on the basis of this data, they carry out improvements to the autopilot. When I get into the car, a smile appears on my face or in my heart. I've never had this with conventional cars. When I used to buy a new car, I was happy with it for several days. Then I got used to it and this feeling disappeared. With electric car, this feeling does not disappear. When you see the place where you want to get to, you just plan your goal, your direction. You press the pedal and literally teleport to the place you need it. Conventional car does not give you such opportunity because of the losses due to the gearbox and so on. No matter how fast the car is, it's very difficult to achieve this. Oh, we are now passing Moscow Tesla Club by. I think we can visit them and have a chat about electric cars. Moscow Tesla Club.